Welcome back to Vegas Live with Ninon. I'm Ninon, your host. You know, I've never known weeks fly by so fast. I cannot believe that we've already had July 4th, and we're first week of July has kind of gone. And I was waiting for June 19th, which was my birthday, and well, that's come and gone, and I had a great time, by the way. I have Jeray Reid with me. Actually, when I introduce these people, I really don't know what any of them do. I believe he's a singer, and I believe he's a very, very well-known singer in Vegas. So the word goes around. You're quite a celebrity there. And then we have K Rock and Roll. Am I saying it right?
K Rock and Roll Brown.
K Rock and Roll Brown. Is that your full name, or do you just added something in the middle there?
I just added something.
You added to make it a little bit more complicated for people like me to introduce them.
Right. Yes.
Idiocy.
Sorry.
Anyway, Jeray, you are a singer, and what exactly do you do?
Well, the singing would only be in the shower. I'm not.
I
I don't do it publicly.
See, look, I got it wrong. It's not the first time, but it will be the last. Go ahead.
No, I'm an actor. Actually would star with K Rock and Roll Brown here in her film The Junkie Warrior.
Yes.
So you're a producer then?
Yes, a writer, model, actor,
Producer.
Yes.
So, you don't think, because you look very young.
Thank
so
you.
you don't think of young people being producers. You always think they're older people, and it's because of the knowledge and everything. That's not true, is it?
No, ma'am.
Not at all.
Not one bit. Everyone can share a story, no matter how old.
Yeah, I've got a pretty good story. Actually, I'm writing a book, and I'm writing my book, my biography, and the book is, the video is one thing, and the book's going to be something else, but the film's going to be really daring.
Nice.
Got to put some stuff in the film to make it sell.
I better be quite interesting. You have like a very interesting personality.
I hope so. I've lived I haven't regretted my life, but I've regretted a couple of things. You know, we all do.
Right.
Wish we'd gone out with this one, and wish we'd really been friendly with this one, and and really taken that job, instead of that job. It happens all the time. So how is the acting going on in Vegas? Because what I've seen, I've been here since 2012, and I've seen it sort of rise and rise and rise. How's it going for you?
It's busy, not just for speaking for myself, but for everybody. It's a really tight-knit community here in Vegas. There's a lot of productions coming to town, even more so than it was pre-pandemic. Post-pandemic, it's just firing up.
But I think because California or Los Angeles or thereabouts, Valley, wherever it is, they seem to have had rather a lockdown, closed down, and sort of, I think everybody's sort of unfortunate for Los Angeles and that they've come to Vegas because they've been a little bit more lenient in the last month or so, though they weren't before, but they have become quite lenient. And a lot of them are coming here for work because they seem to be getting it. And I've never understood why the film industry has never been bigger in Vegas, because you've got every scene you want, right?
Exactly.
You've got all the scenes, you've got everything you want, out there. So what is your aim? Where are you aiming for? What are you up to? He's been a little quiet here, so what are you up to?
I'm definitely aiming to the top, and I'm not going to stop until I get there. But for me, I like to go well diversified as far as any of the roles that I pick. Very strategically in my picks, but stuff that I can relate to, challenging, and good stories, good characters.
Mm-hmm. So what do you see yourself? I often wonder, what does somebody see themselves as an actor? How do they see themselves play what part, and why that part? So what part do you see? I mean, you'd be a great cop for one thing, but who wants to be a cop? Is there ever a cop that's a real leading part in a movie? Usually it's, could be second or whatever. So what do you see yourself? And what roles do you really want to go after?
I think that's just the beauty of our art, is that it's always a blank canvas, and there's always something to paint that's new. So I can't ever really say, oh, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. It's because I want to do these things, or I want to do those. But a lot of the times the roles choose you, and that's the beauty of going through the process and being an artist as an actor. Creating that palette, the background story, the character itself, and all of that.
And then also, if you play different characters, you can actually, when you start playing different characters, you can actually go for those parts as well as time goes on. How do you find being a producer, and you see these actors and actresses come in, and how you see them change for their character. You actually you get them as your talent, you get them as whatever part they're going to play.
Mhm.
How do you see them change a lot to get into the character?
Yes, some instantly have it. I can just tell. Some are really serious about what they do. Some really just, I would say, merge into character, because that's what you have to do. As an actor myself and as a producer, I like actors that, like for Jeray, like I don't want Jeray, you know, like I like Jeray, but I don't want him. I want.
Well, that's nice. What a nice
You
thing.
know what I mean.
Wait, we all know what you mean. We're just going
Right.
to tease you. We're going to tease you right to the bottom now on that one. Well, I don't really like him, but I'll choose him. But
Yes, but he really knew how to get into the character that I wrote and that
Yes.
I envisioned, and that's the very most important thing.
and did he give that to you on the audition?
He did, and each and every day that he was on set.
He even
So,
got better and better into the
Yes,
oh,
better and better. And then I feel like the more you really understand the story and really understand how your character feels, thinks, everything, you know, you really just be that character, I think you can really just really perform and shine the way you're supposed
Are
to.
the actors, and would you allow an actor to come and talk to you and ask you, what exactly do you want me and how do you want me to be this character? Or do you want them to decide that yourself, of what you've written and how you presented it?
That
How do
is
you do
a
that?
wonderful question.
I know, I get great
You are
questions,
amazing.
don't I?
Yes.
I know.
Wow.
I'm
Yes.
bad, aren't I?
That's very important. Yeah, a lot of times I want the person to bring me what they have,
Yes.
what they feel is the character.
What they feel the character is.
Right,
yes.
and then if they may not, I don't know, deliver it a certain way, then I'll tell them, maybe can you, do it this way, or I have a suggestion.
Yes.
But a lot of times I just want my actors to just be them,
Yeah.
I don't just because I'm the producer don't mean I have to, tell you how to be. Like, this is where your art comes in.
And
This is why
that
I'm
is so
hiring you.
true. Even looking at you as an actor, because I used to act at one time, and I did a lot of commercials. And commercials, I would walk. That's the girl. I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even audition for it. And I think, how do they know that this is just the look of what they? Because people like you have exactly in their mind what they want. I'm not saying I got every single commercial. No, I did not.
Right.
But this would happen because they know exactly. You walk in and you do something, like you walk on a set and you do your part, and they say, "Perfect. They're exactly how I wanted and what I want."
Yes.
Well, that's the beauty of it's like a song and dance with everyone, from the director to the writers,
Yes.
to the producers, the other actors, actresses in it, and of course night and day with commercial acting.
Well,
I mean,
commercials really is tough.
you're selling products and stuff like that. And,
Hopefully you
it's
are.
very
Hopefully you're selling
it's very
products.
on the go. But with what I'm pursuing in my style of acting, there is a respect that you do bring to the writer's portion of it,
Yes.
as well as the director. But that's where the director and a good director will come in,
Yeah.
and they'll help you bring
That
their vision,
character out of you.
their vision to
Yes.
it. And
Because they don't want to keep, auditioning people all the time. They want to find them as soon as they possibly can find them.
Right.
And sort of, you've obviously put the word out there, who you want, how you want, tall, this, that, and the other, and indifferent.
Yes.
What difference do you find when a man walks in to audition for a part and a woman walks in to audition? What is the... Because women are like, ooh,
Women,
and men are like, I'm gonna get the
Yeah,
part."
that's another great question. I
We
personally,
keep hitting it, don't we?
I personally enjoy women more. Not to be mean, but like women are way more confident. Women, when they step into the room,
Really?
yes, even though you may not come off as confident, like you have to be the most confident person in the room.
Yes.
Right? And because of that, I feel like women, they have more drive and
Yes.
more desire, while a lot of men, they I don't know, they just
Are they not
come
true to
in-
being an actor, or do they feel that they're going to sort of fail, but the woman doesn't feel that she's going to fail? It seems like that's what you're
that's
saying.
that's what I think.
Yeah, it's
Not
not-
all men though. There's
No.
men that can just walk
Nail
into
it.
a room.
Yeah,
He
nail it.
doesn't really have to say anything. He's very charismatic, and
Yes,
it's
yeah.
like, this is the guy. Like, he's sure of himself, but he's not arrogant either. I do not hire arrogant people, because that just throws the dynamic completely off.
Of course.
We have a lot of learning to do,
Yes.
so people that are just charismatic, they're confident, and they're just willing to learn.
And do they actually, can you tell that they actually want to be an actor? Because there's a lot of people out there that says, oh, I'm going to do an extra part, I'm going to do this, and, I don't have to learn my lines because I'm so good, and I'm so good looking, and I'm so great, and I've got everything going for me, I don't have to learn anything.
Right.
You've got those too, right?
Yeah,
and men and women.
I get those all the time, and those are not the ones that I have on my set.
You get those all the time? There's a lot of those out there?
When I was doing auditions for this, I received over 50 submissions, and I saw like almost all of them, and a lot of them just felt like, one person was like, I shouldn't even have to audition because you know me. Like, I was like, okay.
That's part of the vetting process is, for the behemoth job of casting directors and of course, people that are
producers,
the man or woman of many hats.
Right.
Absolutely. So you recognize all that, but you actually want to be an actor. You're not fiddling around. You 100% want to be.
This is what I'm destined to do.
This is your destiny to do. And how long have you been doing it?
A solid 2.5 years.
2.5 years. So you're a late comer, actually.
Yeah, I believe I always say that it took 38 years of life of an experience and things that I had to go through to realize that this is
what you actually want to do. Amazing. And what about you?
I've always known that I've always been a film buff, and I've always been writing since I was a young child.
Yeah.
But I just got into acting myself only a year ago. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, and then once I got into acting, it was like having a child all over again.
So you have a child?
I have an 8-year-old.
You have an 8-year-old?
I have an 8-year-old, yes.
Have any children?
I have 3. And a stepdaughter.
3 and a stepdaughter, so you have a second wife, or first wife?
Second.
How did I know that? I'm trying to work it all out. The stepdaughters and the real daughters, and because it's all so different now. I often think about, when you have a second wife or a third wife, is, you have to pay all this alimony, and for the, I don't know how they work it. I don't know how.
I don't know either.
I have a secret: never get married. That's my secret.
Did you get married?
Never, no.
Oh, you didn't get married?
No, never will.
And
there's no need for marriage. I can love someone just as strong without marrying them, without having a piece of paper, without all this.
Hang on a second.
Uh-oh.
What about kind of little principles of life of, that we shouldn't live together?
I mean, marriage
I'm not
is
saying
great.
not to live together. I lived with my husband before I married him. But you're so definite not to get married.
Yeah, we've been together for 11 years. Why?
You're still with him?
Still with him.
Oh, you see, it worked.
It did. That's
so maybe,
why.
Well, this is probably your last marriage. I'm quite sure, even if this one doesn't work, I'm quite sure you were not.
Correct.
Married again.
And it's to each their own.
Right.
And if it works for them, it works
Right.
for them.
Yeah, if two people want to get married.
Right, because I've seen some very beautiful marriages, and then I've seen some very
I had a
failed
fabulous
ones, right?
marriage. My husband
nice.
died, unfortunately passed away. But I had 29 years of the greatest marriage ever. For me, I mean, he had 2 wives before that, so I guess it wasn't so good for them. I came along and put up with whatever you're supposed to put up with, I'll do. I don't know, we just, it's been compatible.
Yes.
And that is actually, diverting from being married, going into the film business, because you have to actually communicate with all these people that you don't know, and this could be your wife, so now you've got to be the husband to this woman you have nothing to do with. Well, maybe, I don't know. I won't go there. But true, right? True. You have to play those parts.
Yes, ma'am.
And you have to get into that part. Yes. So, as a producer, how's everything going in Vegas for you? Is it good?
It's good. I mean, this is my first production,
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you
cool?
very much. I'm really excited. We're in post and we're almost done. The coverage just came out.
Okay, the name of the movie again?
The Junkie Warrior.
The Junkie Warrior. Is
He
it a
is
horror?
my junkie warrior.
Is it a horror movie?
No, ma'am.
No.
It is a thriller. It's about a soldier who returns home from war. He has PTSD, and he is in a little bit of trouble. He relies on certain types of vices that leads him into more trouble, and then he tries to find the love of his life to try and help him out. So it's like a romance thriller.
Is this the part you play?
Yes, ma'am.
And then I'm the love of his life.
Another love of his life. Oh, so is it? I'm treading on very thin ice here.
But she doesn't want to marry me. So.
No.
You don't want to, no, because you have a guy already. Or is
And he's married too.
Yeah, well, that doesn't make any difference these days, whether you're married or not married, or whether you date them or not. I don't think that. In my
Right.
time, it mattered, but I don't think that matters
No,
anymore.
it
I think
doesn't.
it's all out the window. So the two of you have kind of pursued this, and now it's coming out. And
Yes.
are you thrilled with how you played the part, and do you feel that you did the part in the way that she wanted it?
You know, at that point, if I feel like if they wanted something different, they would have said
Said
it
something,
up
yeah,
at that
yeah.
point.
Absolutely.
So, and for me, I bring it as much as I can,
To what
100%
they want.
each time.
Now,
So
do you read your lines every single morning to make sure you've got that whole day going, and you know?
I have
you
a whole
take-
process.
You have that, I gathered you did, because when you're a serious actor, you have a process, and it's like a lot of the actors, they will read the script 10, 20, 30, 40 times before they even get onto the set. Do you do something like that, sort of?
That's a British way of going about British
Oh, I
approach.
did not. Oh my goodness.
And
Okay.
I actually, that's the same style that I approach to as well, to each
I didn't know
script.
that was a British way, but that's. And the only reason we do that is to be familiarised with what actually is going on, and it becomes an everyday thing, because then you kind of become that person.
Yep.
And then you start sort of, acting.
Yes.
People, all your friends look at you like, what on earth's going on? Playing a part.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people are method actors. They don't leave that part.
No,
until
they
they're
don't.
done.
So how can anybody reach you, or how can anybody get through to this movie? It's all yours. The camera's all yours.
Well, the movie is going to be on Amazon. I'm trying to get it on other streaming sources. You can contact me on Instagram at KAYY_Brown91, or you can just Google me at K Rock and Roll Brown, and I pop up.
Okay, rock and roll, Brown
who
pops
I
up
am.
everywhere.
Hey.
You pop up everywhere too.
He does.
Jeray Reid, right? I've got to get all these names right. I'm not really very good at names. I'm not very good at anything. I just sit here and mouth goes. But anyway, you've both been amazing. Good luck with both of
Thank
you.
you so
Good luck
much.
with your
Thank you.
career. Good luck with your acting and your producing.
Thank
It's
you.
amazing when you see the younger generation coming up and they're producing and doing their own thing, that we did not get that chance when we were younger in those days, but now we have all these incredible opportunities to go out there and just do it, and especially in Vegas. You've got every set you want in Vegas, so
Yes.
Vegas is one of the greatest places to be. Thank you for watching, and don't forget, without you, nothing happens. I don't have a show unless you watch it, unless you see it, but also I don't have anything unless you subscribe. So go to YouTube and subscribe, Vegas Live with Ninon. We'll be back with our next guest. Take care. If you enjoyed the last show we just did and all the other shows, don't forget to subscribe, Vegas Live with Ninon on YouTube. We've got plenty more coming up, and our guests are amazing. So don't forget to subscribe. We'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon.